I'm Sean Myers of the Westmoreland Sports Network, now joined by John Boyle, the head coach of the Greensburg Central Catholic Centurions baseball team as they enter the Class 2A postseason. And it seems like we can almost take for granted the fact that GCC gets to the playoffs just about every year, but it's still a big accomplishment. Second place finish behind only Sarah Catholic in the section. So, John, how did you evaluate your team's performance in the regular season?
I thought we did really well. I mean, we got off to a strong start. The weather combined with the way our schedule played out, I think hindered our growth. I think we didn't play a game for 3 weeks, which was really difficult. So when we got back into it, we had a little bit of difficulties, particularly at the plate. But in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've really started to come into our own. I still don't think we've played our best baseball. I told the kids that. I said, the good news is we're going to get better. So we're looking to try to make a deep run here.
Well, the even with the long layoff, it seems like the offense has been pretty impressive all season long. And I know some of the familiar names, guys that are upperclassmen and multi-sport athletes like Sean Walker and Tyree Turner, of course. But you have a couple of sophomores that have really led the way as well. Ship and grip, as Bill Beckner called them. So talk about your lineup and how it's been able to produce really from 1 through 9 all season.
Yeah, well, so and let's not forget about a new sophomore. We have two, Tyler Mead, who pitches and is a big bat in the lineup, middle of the lineup hitter. Has contributed a lot too. This is the best 1 through 9 lineup we've had in I don't know how long. I've been around the organization. My oldest son played 7-8 years ago, so I've seen a lot of Central baseball over the years, and truly one of the best 1 through 9 hitting lineups we have. Everybody is capable of putting the ball over the. I don't encourage that. Like putting the ball in play, hitting it hard, and for the most part, that's what we do. But they're also capable of going deep, and any one of them 1 through 9.
So your reward is you get the number 5 seed in the 2A bracket. You go against Washington. That'll take place at Gateway High School on Tuesday. So what was, first off, your reaction to getting the 5 seed? How did that align with what you had maybe predicted?
It's exactly what I predicted, to be honest. I looked at our at 2A baseball, and Olsh has had a great year. Kudos to them for sweeping Seton LaSalle, which is a great team. They have, probably the best player in our section in Gio Lanero. And Sarah Catholic just, they just keep reloading. They never rebuild. It's just, I don't know where they get all those baseball players, but they're always fantastic. So I knew in Burgettstown, I don't know much about them, but they won their section. So, I knew that there just wasn't any room for us at the top 4, given how everybody else was playing. So, I believe our team's every bit as good, but on any given day, we're able to beat those teams. But on any given day, some of these other teams in this section are capable of beating us. So we just have to bring our best baseball to the field, make routine plays routinely, and I think we'll go far.
Well, you mentioned Burgettstown potentially have a matchup with them looming if you advance and they advance, but the little Prexies are standing in your way. So what do you know about Washington, and what specifically will be key for your team to advance?
Well, again, I think plate discipline, understanding situations, situational hitting, playing more small ball. When you get to the playoffs, you're going to see everybody's best pitcher. So we're going to see Washington's best, and we're going to have to perform. So, in order for us to win, we've got to put the ball in play. Simple as that. And then we can't hurt ourselves. We've got to make the routine plays.
Lastly, I know you mentioned already you've been around this program almost a decade, and you know about the tradition for GCC baseball. It's a proud tradition. There's been a lot of success in the years prior to this year, but when you look at the postseason, it's a little bit different of an animal. There's obviously the pressure that it could be one and done. As a coach, how do you approach it to make sure that all your players are in the right mindset?
Well, it starts with our seniors, and for some of them, this is the last baseball they'll play. You want to send them out on a good note, on a high note. And we have 3 fantastic seniors. Ethan Brody, he's going to go pitch at LaRoche next year. And Tyree Turner, who's just a phenomenal athlete and fierce competitor. And Grant Miller, who is just literally ran through a fence for this team. So when we were playing Sarah, trying to run down a fly ball, I mean, he's just three hard-nosed competitors. They want to win in the worst way. They're excited for the playoffs. So the rest of the team that feeds off that energy. So frankly, I try to tamp down the enthusiasm. These guys are so hyped up. So try to keep everybody in control and just mind on the task.
Well, hopefully, John, there will be a long postseason run. Congrats again on getting to the playoffs, and good luck going forward.
Sean, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Looking forward to the postseason.